have a passion for bringing sustainability into the workplace. Today we're going to continue the Green Your Team series where I share ways companies can be more sustainable. Today's focus, transportation. I'm going to cover public transit, biking, carpooling, and a couple of other things to consider. Let's get started. Public transportation is one of the most efficient methods of transportation, both from an energy standpoint and from the number of people transported. One way to get your employees to use public transit is to offer transit passes. Depending on your metro area, you might even be able to get a discount because you're a business and buying in bulk. If you don't have the means to cover 100% of a pass, see what you can cover. Maybe it's 2 weeks a month or just weekdays. See what works for you. Consider highlighting how customers and employees can get to your location using public transit on your website. One concern people have with choosing public transportation is what happens if there's an emergency and they need to be somewhere quickly and they can't rely on a scheduled bus or train. You can curb this concern by offering emergency ride vouchers for either cab companies or ride shares. Lyft even has a green option where you can choose to ride in a hybrid or electric vehicle. I live in a city where it's extremely common for people to bike to work, and there are a couple of things that companies can do to make it easier for employees to choose this option. Number one, you should offer secure, preferably undercover, bike parking. Having a safe place to store their bike during work offers peace of mind to employees. Number two, have a bike repair kit, an air pump, and an extra lock for emergency situations. And finally, number three, if possible, give employees access to a shower so that they can feel comfortable coming into work after biking for a couple of miles. Not everyone has public transit or biking as an option to get to work, and they do still have to rely on cars. But there are still ways that you can encourage employees to be a little bit more sustainable in their commute. One thing you can do is provide carpooling services to make it easier for employees to find others to ride to work with. You should also look into providing electric vehicle charging stations. This will make buying electric cars more viable for employees, as they won't be worried about being stranded at work. Touching on the areas we've already covered, there are a couple other things to consider. One would be to offer incentives or reimbursements to employees who opt into sustainable travel. There are also commuter challenges that your company can participate in. Do one once a quarter and see which team has the greenest commute. And finally, you should do an annual commuting survey where you learn how your employees are getting to and from work and how you can better support them choose sustainable options. You'd be surprised at how much you've learned by simply asking, how can we help? Thanks for joining me today. Have suggestions on sustainable transportation? Let me know in the comments below. Before I go, have a fun sustainability fact. Did you know that the ozone hole is expected to be fully healed in the next 55 years? And that's completely due to human intervention? Imagine what we could do if we set our minds to climate change. Stay groovy.